All right, guys, welcome to another episode on the Highs and Lows podcast crypto segment. This is our episode 17, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about a whole lot that has been happening in the market. And yeah, I'm your host, Solomon Gift, and I'm here with my co-host, Ochoma Miracle.
Hi guys, it's always a good experience to come around and talk crypto.
Yeah. A lot has happened in the last 1 week from our last episode, and this time around, what happened did not only affect the crypto market. In fact, what crashed the crypto market, because the crypto market right now is down, even if Bitcoin is still above 100k, but the crypto market is actually down right now. But what caused this crash is coming from non-crypto platforms. You get, and I'm sure everyone watching this must have seen DeepSeek.
Yeah, the new AI.
Like it sent the stocks market tumbling.
It's crazy.
You can imagine last year, Nvidia was one of the best performing companies, you get, in terms of profits, to the point where some of their staffs that had like stock options, they were resigning.
Yeah, because they were made already now.
Yeah, they were still on like over $20 million profit. They didn't see any need to work again. Most of them were like resigning. And about a year after, DeepSeek has launched their own AI, and we've seen like a huge crash to the point that these things rippled down to the crypto market.
Yes, because
in crypto we're seeing lots of AI agents.
Yeah, because the narrative that was gaining huge traction, that actually maintained traction for a very long time in crypto, was AI agents.
Yeah.
So for DeepSeek now to come out to show that, we built an AI that is open sourced, that we trained with $6 million, and that is using a low tech compared to
a supposed
low tech or inferior chips, right? It crashed the crypto market. It was crazy because most people are thinking, why the market is still red is because of the post memes from Trump the Trump and the Trump family and the US whole thing. But maybe the Chinese no, it was DeepSeek, because the trend then was, we are so happy about the utility that was coming into crypto, which was coming
AI agents and all
AI
of that.
agents.
We were very excited.
We're seeing AI agents that are fund managers. We are seeing AI agents that was managing liquidity. AI agents that was creating launch pads for AI agents. So many things were like really exciting, useful tools, only for DeepSeek to say, guys, we are about to mess this whole thing up.
And also we had rumors in the market that most of these AI agents were not really AI agents built from the scratch up. Most were using OpenAI API. And now DeepSeek coming in and showing something better than all the AIs we've seen
combined.
Meta,
Grok,
OpenAI, Grok, combined, showing a more robust and better AI that's even faster, way faster,
and open sourced,
and 100% open source. Which, if you remember, that was one of the reasons why Elon Musk pulled out OpenAI. I think 2 years ago or thereabout. It was because he said they no longer allowed it to be open source, which was the whole idea. Yet why he got into it in the first place. So this sent like negative momentum to price action in the market.
The market hasn't actually recovered from it.
No, I don't think it will recover so fast, because imagine a market where about $1 trillion was wiped out. Talking about the stocks market, about $1 trillion, and you're seeing the CEO of Nvidia losing over $20 billion of his net worth, and you're seeing the combined big 7 companies. You're talking about Apple, Nvidia, Google, and others, Microsoft. You're seeing them lose like a combined $1 trillion.
It was a really sad day for Silicon Valley.
And you're seeing new records. Like this is the first time that a US company is losing that much of its valuation in a day. That's crazy. I think Nvidia lost over $600 billion. That day, the crash was
it rippled through crypto.
it was insane, like really, really, really insane. In fact, the crypto market was not, the impact wasn't so much if you even look at it properly.
Yeah, because Bitcoin held rich, but then every other thing, because like I said, the narrative in the market was mainly AI agent, and it was a good narrative because it was not vaporware, because there were utilities that was coming out, but then when DeepSeek came out, it now showed that, see guys, we can do this thing open source. We've done it cheaper. You can even run this thing offline. So it threw most startups into a whole lot of headache.
But right? Which brings us to the next question. Do you think most companies in the US, because now that Trump is in, the US is about to become pro-crypto.
Yes.
And this stuff is happening within the first few weeks. So do you think most companies in the US, they are overvalued? We agree that there's overspending, because Elon has said that several times, and which was one of the major agenda. It's one of the key things that they're looking at implementing, talking about the Department of Government Efficiency to cut down on spending a lot. But do you think one way or the other, most companies are overvalued?
I think so. I think for example, let's look at crypto. If we go back 2017 during the ICO bubble, we saw crypto companies raising funds with just 4 lines of code.
Yeah, they were raising like $100 million,
$200 million. The likes
insane.
of Tezos, they raised a shit ton of money back then.
I remember Tron raised over $60 million.
Tron, I said ton. So, they raised most of them after like 4 years. They haven't actually even come up with a strong product.
Yes.
Right. So I think it's the same thing with most of these traditional companies, startup companies or tech companies. We've even seen it in the Nigerian fintech, where you raise a whole lot of money, more than you need, so much so that you even start paying yourself $15,000 a month. Right, as salary, and start, but then product doesn't go live, or it goes live.
Remember this crypto company that's launched 2020.
I think, is it not Mara?
Yeah, Mara. Mara raised over $20 million.
It's crazy.
With no product. It's crazy. I think the company has folded.
At some point they started laying off staff.
Still no product.
Yes. So it's in the US, it's like even fundraising. I think at some point fundraising is even now a business on its own. Right?
It's actually a business.
Yeah, so if I can get some VCs to invest in you, I might have a cut from the money that they invested. So I'm not even interested whether you guys go live or not, but then I have my own cuts. But then that also has its own challenges, right? But mine is, US would become pro-crypto. It has its good side and its bad side. But we're going to now start seeing in this beginning, we'll now start seeing overvaluations of some of these companies.
Yeah.
Right. Because raising money now because it's open, just like what we saw with the Trump Memecoin.
Yeah.
People will raise money from all sorts of ways, right? But then the product might not meet up to what it is. We might now see like a much more refined ICO bubble, right? That is marked with hype. You overpromise, but then you deliver so little, because the people that are coming in now doesn't even know what to expect, right? So DeepSeek just exposed the whole lot, because yes, Nvidia was ranked out there, because for example, we saw so many crypto companies like Chromia, they have like a $20 million fund
for AI,
right? For AI. I think there was other companies that had a whole lot of monies for AI, right? So now it's more like these monies is probably even too much for this thing you say you want to do, right? So we now have to have a situation where things are tailored down to this money would be enough for this money would not be enough for this, or this money is just too much money for you guys to throw around. But then let's see how the few
I believe
months go by.
I believe another interesting take here is what this proves, and what most persons are unaware of, because of the negative publicity around crypto for the past 6, 7, 8, almost 10 years or thereabout, most persons have this idea that there are lots of scams, there are lots of rogues in crypto, like people lose money. But they forget that because of the entry level to crypto is
the barrier
very low.
it's low.
Yeah, it's very low that anyone with a smartphone has access to it. That's the whole idea, by the way. Yeah, that's why most persons are prone to scams. And they also forget that in the real world, where you have like other companies that you invest in, there are even more scams there, but there's no way to track it because they are not on the blockchain.
Yes,
it's more of like paperwork most times. If you speak to some angel investors and they tell you companies that they have tried investing in
and they lost the shit
and they lost crazy money, you get, and some maybe the company ended up being something reasonable, but still they got nothing out of it, maybe because of paperwork or maybe they didn't follow due process. If you relate it to most of these investors, you find out that what is happening there is most likely even worse than what's happening in crypto. Why crypto is being lauded the way it is because, one, negative publicity over the years.
Yeah.
2, entry level.
It's really low.
3, it's on the blockchain.
Yeah.
So you can always track it. You can see like, oh, this thing happened 2 years ago. Oh, this stuff happened 6 months ago. You can see it there. But for the other companies that are not on the blockchain, you can't tell.
Yeah. If you notice,
You
there was
won't
this
be able
guy.
to know.
There's this guy on TikTok. I've forgotten his handle. He made he grew his account because he was focusing on Nigerian fintech and raising money and losing money. Because there was a trend then that so many of Nigerian fintech companies, startup, raised money, $1 million, $500,000, $2 million, $5 million, and 6 months, 1 year after, they are shutting down.
Ride hailing. If you want to talk about logistics and ride hailing, if you check how much that Nigerian-based platforms they've raised, and most of them
it's crazy.
They've lost funds. Even like Jumia.
Yes.
Check how many times Jumia has raised funds.
And fintech, these two mostly. There's a whole lot of startups that started with e-commerce, either logistics or getting food, ordering food from restaurants. And then if you look at fintech, money processing, a whole lot of them raised money. But then, like the example I gave, I've forgotten the company's name. The guy was allegedly paying himself about $15,000 monthly. A lot of the startup founders, found their way to the US, abandoned the whole thing.
So, left the company.
Yes. So you could imagine that kind of a thing. But now in crypto, it's even much more easier to raise money because if you don't raise from the VCs directly, you raise from the token sale, the users directly. So it's going to be an interesting few months if you ask me.
Because at the end, whenever we talk about investing, especially when you're investing in a startup or a product, there's always traces of Ponzinomics.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day,
it's a zero-sum game.
There's always a trace of Ponzinomics, and most persons just like to be oblivious to that fact. Yet most times, people that got in early, most persons can be like, oh wow, if I had seen Money Point earlier to invest in them, I would have made crazy money. Now that they are valued at over $1 billion.
How would you be sure
But most persons still won't consider the fact that there were multiple platforms that started out as Money Point.
Yeah.
And most of them, they failed. At least 90-something% failed. Just one managed to survive to become a unicorn.
Right.
Yeah, and even at that, there's still no guarantee that in the next 5, 6, 7 years, the platform would still be there. I've seen lots of controversies around most of these platforms that build up, get their valuations in billions of dollars, and one or two things happen and everything goes down the drain. We've seen it in crypto, we've seen it in non-crypto platforms. So the next few months will be very, very exciting.
Yes. I think we've not seen the end of AI in crypto. We've not seen it.
I think we have not even seen the start of it yet.
Yeah, so
we haven't.
Maybe I see this DeepSeek stuff as maybe a nudge in the right direction. So maybe most of these startups or these big companies or these VCs that we are looking to grab money from crypto will now have to rethink because there's like a huge shake-up in the market. So if you're now coming to the market and you want to raise 500 million or 300 million, people know that I have DeepSeek that I can probably, it's open source. I can configure
You can use your API and do all
I
those
can
stuff.
configure it to do this thing. It's free. So why should I give you this amount? Why is your company valued at this amount? If I have DeepSeek, I can use to do this myself.
Yeah, competition.
Yes. So I think it will reshape the AI market in such a way that people will now start to rethink new ways of maybe adding extra value
and
to the what they've built and be able to maybe make more money or even make the AI environment much more.
Yeah, but I'm yet to see how DeepSeek intends to make money.
Maybe the intention was not to make money. Maybe the intention was to shake up the market.
Probably.
Then maybe come up. I think they came up with a new AI, which is I think Janus for image generating, and I heard that one
that
too
should be
is
to
really
match
good.
up Zora.
Yeah, but that one is really good also. So I don't know. Maybe it's open source for now. Maybe later it might not be open source again, or maybe they might have a higher model. Because I think I heard whether AliExpress or Alibaba
Also building.
said his own. He released his own and said his own is better than DeepSeek. So he never can tell.
Competition. We're getting there. That's how the cloud infrastructure started way back then too. You get lots of competition. Microsoft dropped theirs. Amazon had to drop their own. I think at the point Alibaba also dropped his own. Yeah, so competition is good for the markets, and we'll see how most of this would find its way to the crypto ecosystem. But most importantly, we're waiting to see that distinctively different stuff that the crypto market would do when it comes, or the crypto ecosystem would do when it comes to like AI and AI agents.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think the max, or the most I can see them doing, is in the aspect of decentralized finance AI.
Yes, which is a trend that was trying to come up before
this whole thing happened.
Started,
yes. Yeah, where you see lots of people trading, carrying out
training their models to trade
on
their behalf.
On their behalf on the blockchain. Yeah, I think we would see most of that. So at the same time, I believe both aspects of AI and AI agents can still trend. They can still thrive long term too. Yeah, then looking at meme coins. The meme coins have been dealt with.
It's crazy stuff.
Within the last 1 week to 2 weeks, they've been aggressively dealt with. At this point, it feels like almost all the memes are down. And yes, we keep seeing new memes pop up, because we've said this before, it's very easy to create these memes, and there would always be narratives. People can go create a different narrative, a false narrative. People can create that. For example, in the last few days, we saw a pump.fun copy that was created, but this one was called GoFundMeme. You get GoFundMeme that was created, and pump.fun does not have a token.
Yeah,
these guys now, they have a token, and they are doing something similar to pump.fun, but the difference now is the profits that they are making. They are sharing it to those that staked their GFM token, whereas pump.fun has been cashing out millions of dollars.
Yes.
Yeah, just this month they've sold over 10,000, or even more than 20,000 Solana. These guys have cashed out over $160 million from their product from last year till this year, and they're still cashing out. So in crypto, the whole idea of saying this is, in crypto, people always come up with a new narrative for memes. There would always be one thing or the other. After that GFM was created, GoFundMe, we started seeing memes there rally, started seeing them run up. But the thing now is sustainability. It's difficult for most of these meme coins to hold their value. You can see a meme coin being created today and it runs to like $50 million FTV, and 4-5 days after it's down to 10. Yet we're like Popcat. I checked Popcat this morning, it's at 300, and the same Popcat that's 2-3 months ago went above $1 billion.
Yeah.
So I think most investors, they need to bear this in mind when interacting with memes, and they need to try.
Currently, there is no strong narrative now. The only narrative now that pops up is in the meme circle, which you said most of them are like false narratives.
Yeah,
they cannot be sustained. So maybe in a couple of days, in the coming days, maybe we could see something come up that someone launched a token called DeepSeek on.
Yeah, and it pumped.
And it pumps crazy.
And after was it dumped.
Yes, because like you said, it's a false narrative.
It's a false narrative.
It's not DeepSeek themselves. They didn't create that token. You get.
Yeah.
And then I think some other people created some other tokens that were in relation to the whole DeepSeek Chinese AI meta, right? But it was like 4 or 5 hours trading time. So if you can get in and get out, it's not like something you want to hold for a short term or medium term. It's like a quick scalping. So let's see how how we progress.
Yeah, just talking about them for other narrative that has been rewarding. Airdrop. The airdrop narrative has actually been.
Yeah, it has.
It has
The last one we got was what was the name again?
Generally,
Jupe now, yes.
Yeah, Jupe airdrop has, the claim is now live. Airdrops have been rewarding. The so airdrop also did well. You get the people that farmed it within 7 days. You get people got $5K, $10K, I think almost $50,000 within 7 days. So when you look at the airdrop narrative,
it pays.
It's been moving well. Now that's one funny thing with crypto. Some other persons can be saying the market is bad, the market is down. Some other persons can be like the market is very good because they are focused on different aspects of crypto. So meme traders can be saying it's terrible. Features traders can be saying it's good. I've been shorting everything and I've been making money. Airdrop farmers can be like, I've been getting lots of airdrops. Yeah, this year I've made 5 figures from airdrop, 6 figures from airdrop again. So it all depends on the aspect of crypto that you're looking at.
Yeah,
that's one funny thing about this ecosystem. And talking about the exciting stuffs, we have chromia season coming up really soon. The eval token has finally launched. The airdrop was done. The airdrop was not bad. It wasn't bad for those that had reasonable chromia tokens staked. They got good amounts of the airdrop.
And eval pumped. It reached almost $20 million market cap.
Yeah. So imagine if you had sold your staked chromia at that price, you'd have made good money.
It was good.
Good money. Yeah. So
and it didn't matter when you staked though.
It
didn't
really matter. So kudos to chromia on that one. That was really a good one.
Talking about chromia self, Color Pool, they've done their snapshot. We're waiting for the token launch.
And also the DEX launch.
Yeah, CCY, the launch.
Snapshot should be
tomorrow.
30th or 31st.
Yeah. 31st.
Okay.
So it's tomorrow. And for me, when CCY takes a snapshot, they shouldn't take more than 1 week.
I think 1 week is too much. I feel chromia season should kick off from the month of February.
Yes, I think February is chromia
season should be from February. So come February, we should see lots of AI agents. But the thing now is, what DeepSeek has done might have altered some things.
Because they were really focusing on
AI. They were focusing a lot on AI. So now it's not a question of were they using Open AI API or were they using the already existing API, or they were building a model from scratch.
Chromia has always been saying, they are focusing a whole lot on building the framework for people to use, right? And when they launched this eval came up and said they already integrated DeepSeek to eval. So let's see what happens, because if you check actually, the two ecosystems that we are really bullish on in terms of this decentralized data, which is Chromia and AO.
Yes.
We are getting signal that February is probably their month.
Most likely.
Right. So AO is launching mainnet 8th of February. Chromia, we are seeing that DEX is going to launch in February. The USDT bridge is February.
And their first airdrop just happened last week of January.
Yes, and Color Pool too has taken snapshots. So it's
even
looking
XOB most likely February.
It's looking like February is for Chromia also. So if the both of them launches February, it should really be an interesting time in February. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so we're expecting a whole lot from Chromia the month of February. Then talking about AO mainnet. 1 week from now, we should be seeing the AO mainnet on the 8th of February. We have some really, really exciting projects. We've seen AO Store.
Yes,
they've been giving out points. As actually
Yes,
they are
yes.
giving out 1 million of their
Free
tokens. Yes, which is why we always tell people
Testnet
in the
is good.
community. We always tell them in the community to participate in stuffs like this. For those in our community, they actually position themselves and they have earned lots of that token. We still have so many others. Veritas.
Yeah.
We have Veritas
Apples.
just launched theirs too. We have Apples. So many.
Even
So
AOPOM.fund too.
yes, AO Pump Fund. Yeah.
Yeah.
So next month for AO is going to be like an amazing month where there'll be lots of airdrops. There'll be lots of tokens doing like reasonable spikes and also some NFTs that will give good returns. Now, the fantastic and exciting stuff here is Chromia, they were not pro influencers. Sorry, AO.
AO, yes.
They are not pro influencers, so they are not really paying attention to incentivizing influencers,
Single influencers, no.
to talk about what's happening there. Yet they are not giving any reward for that. They are not focused on that. They are trying to allow the community build on its own without some persons trying to like game the system, you get, and bring people that they are not coming to stay, they are coming to farm and leave.
Yeah.
So this is why I believe once this ecosystem goes live, mainnet, there should be some really good price
Action,
movement
yes.
and action in the ecosystem.
I
That's
actually
like the
believe
best.
that.
That's really like the best part of it. So if you're here and you have not interacted with AO, you still have chance. You still have about a week plus to do that. And truth be told, even after the mainnet launches, it won't still be late. That's the truth. After the mainnet goes live, there's still huge opportunity for you to like position and see how you can make some good money from the ecosystem. So if you're thinking of how to get started, you can navigate, find your way to our community, check the link in the description, join the Telegram channel, check the Twitter link, follow us on Twitter, join the spaces, join the Clubhouse room, listen to our episodes, and you'll find out that you just get the hang of everything and how it works. So guys, don't forget to also try as much as possible to share this information to people you want to benefit from it. So do you have any last words for the audience?
Well, my last word is yes, the market is down, the market is red, everybody is screaming. This is an opportunity for you to do your research. If you don't understand AI agents, this is the opportunity to sit down, ask yourself what is AI agents, understand it. There was a new narrative that was coming up, a sub-narrative for AI agent, which was DeFi. It's different from DEFI. It's spelled DEFAI.
Yeah.
To understand what's that all about. This is because the market is red.
Yeah.
So it's calmer now for you to do research without plenty distractions, right? And also there are tokens that have dumped crazy. It's time for you to go back to those tokens and understand what was this token, why was the hype on this token really strong. It's like a research time, right? So that by the time market starts recovering, you would maybe some of your monies are coming back to break even or close to break even. You can now make better decisions as to, okay, let me just cut this money here and go and put it in this other token that I did my research and I see it has a good potential. But then all in all, the bull market is still very much alive. So
I feel it has not even started.
Yeah, so most people will be like, oh, bull market is we've postponed bull market is dead. These are like fear mongers. Most of the times it's just designed for you to, it's like a clickbait for you to click on the link and listen to what they are saying, or probably even put fear in you for you to probably take an action that would benefit them. But the truth is, we are in a bull market. The bull market is not always up only. Between those up onlys, we get massive downturns
for buying,
for huge buying, because guys, it's a zero-sum game. People that have made profit will take money off the table, right? So you have to understand these things and you have to take profit yourself, de-risk yourself in certain situations, and focus on these three ecosystems: Ori chain, Chromia, and AO. We should make a shitload of money this year.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, you heard him. Make sure to pay attention to these ecosystems, and don't forget to leave comments if you have questions or stuff you want us to talk about. Don't forget to leave comments. So guys, we've come to the end of today's episode. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Bye guys.